It's not. Gold and silver are the only assets that are severely undervalued because a rising gold price is an indication of a failing currency. So if you've got gains in some stuff, great. Take those gains. Whatever you have, you've got to get prepared and you've got to do it now.
Lynette Zang compares gold and silver as monetary metals and explains how they are used in currency revaluation. She also highlights the manufacturing use of silver and its gradual move towards its fundamental value along with gold.
Central banks globally, they've been massively accumulating gold. Gold is completely out of the system. It doesn't need anybody to say that it's money. And according to the Bank for International Settlements, gold held at home runs no political risk. It is the only financial asset that runs no counterparty risk. In other words, this is not your debt that I have to count on you to pay. It runs no counterparty risk. It's a proven inflation hedge over time. And gold is critical for you to have completely outside of the system because look at this little teeny thing. And this is a 1 ounce gold coin. And it's an easy way to carry a lot of wealth in a small little package that truly is outside of the system that I hold and I own outright. It's critical. Gold is the primary currency metal, and it's the metal against which they revalue currencies when they do an overnight reset. Silver is the secondary monetary metal. While both of them are used in manufacturing, silver has a lot more manufacturing use. Gold does not get used up in production. In industry, it's all recoverable, so we can account for about 98% of it. All the gold that's ever been mined in thousands of years, silver gets used up. So you will see silver move toward its fundamental value along with gold. But it's not going to be Wall Street that's telling you what its true value is. It's going to be the central banks when they do those overnight revaluations.
Lynette Zang discusses the impact of hyperinflation on the global economy and how it could lead to a loss of confidence in the currency system. She also suggests that gold will play a crucial role in stabilizing the next currency.
I would like to say that even when we go into the digital currency, the digital dollar, people will think, oh, then that's going to fix the system. But no, because they're not going to change their behavior. What absolutely 100% has to happen is that all of the debt that we've accumulated, the trillions and trillions of debt that has been globally accumulated, needs to be burned off. And that's what the hyperinflation is really about, is burning off all of that debt. And then it becomes obvious to everybody that the dollars, euros, yen, whatever it is, that they have absolutely zero value. I know this is going to sound crazy. A lot of things that are coming to pass now that I said in the past sounded crazy back then. Oh, you can't say that. My job is to tell you so that you can make educated choices. So what will happen is we'll go into hyperinflation mode, and then people will lose complete confidence in the currency, in the system, and they'll stop using it. And they'll go to a barter system. So you'll get real local for a while. That's where silver really comes into play. And you'll go real local. And then what will happen is they'll want you to use the currency again. Like a pack of gum could cost $12,000, which I know sounds outrageous, but it won't soon. So they'll lop off zeros and they'll do that overnight revaluation. And then you'll see gold, like in Venezuela, it went up overnight like 3,500%, something like that. And Venezuela has had now 3 overnight revaluations against gold. So they do that to gain the public confidence again, but they won't change behavior yet. Globally, on average, it takes them doing it 3 times before then they go into a system where we actually would have gold to a degree backing the new currency. That's when they'll get the confidence back. But the next currency won't be good until there's a component of gold to stabilize it, because what gold does is it requires the government to have fiscal responsibility. They have to live within their means, or at least on a relative basis. Right now, there's no restrictions, as we've seen, as we've witnessed. No restrictions on how much new money can be printed, but every time that happens, the value of what's already out there is lost, or it loses more, I should say.
Lynette Zang discusses the problem of the decreasing purchasing power of the U.S. dollar. She provides evidence of the loss of purchasing power on the Federal Reserve's website and how it is worse than it seems. She then concludes that we are at the end phase of fiat money, and high inflation is one of the patterns.
We're all experiencing a huge amount of inflation right now, although it's going to get worse. There's not one doubt in my mind, I can't guarantee this, I'm pretty darn sure that we are at the beginning of a hyperinflationary event. And the only difference between inflation and hyperinflation is the speed of that inflation. The problem is that there's virtually no purchasing power left in the US dollar. If you go on the Federal Reserve's website, the FRED, F-R-E-D, and in the search bar, you put in purchasing power of the consumer dollar, what you'll see is that there's officially 3 cents left out of the original dollar's worth of purchasing power, which means it's worse than that. And all of this inflation that we're experiencing, we are losing rapidly whatever little bit of purchasing power is left. And so the bottom line to all of that is that we are at the end phase, the end of this fiat, this government debt-based money. And that is one of the patterns, is very high inflation.
Lynette Zang highlights the importance of being prepared for what's to come. She talks about how people tend to procrastinate and focus on short-term gains instead of taking actions to protect their freedom and well-being. She urges the audience to use their brain and look at things clearly, as we are fast running out of time.
A lot of people procrastinate because they think they're going to magically know the second before they lose all choice. And that's really what my big concern is that people will postpone and they'll look at the meme stocks going up or the stock market going up, and they'll think, oh, okay, look at, I can make all of this money there, so I'm not going to buy gold. What is gold doing? Yeah, it's near its high. It's too expensive. Saying that stocks at 1,000,000 times earnings are not too expensive, but gold that has the broadest base of buyer is. It's not. Gold and silver are the only assets that are severely undervalued because a rising gold price is an indication of a failing currency. So if you've got gains in some stuff, great. Take those gains. Whatever you have, you've got to get prepared, and you've got to do it now. Because what is the price of your freedom worth? And that's really what's at jeopardy, is your freedom. And it may sound crazy, but it is simply a repetition of history. The insiders, they're getting out, but the normal guy, he's staying in, she's getting in. Stop and just use the brain that you have and look at things, because we are fast running out of time. You have to look at your personal circumstance and what you have the ability to do. Don't procrastinate. Get your gold and silver now. Get your food, secure your water, energy, barterability, wealth preservation. Come together in community. It's really the only chance that we have to have a more fair system on the other side of this. And shelter. Those are all the things that we need, no matter what's going on, to have a reasonable standard of living.
As we come to the end of this video, I hope you found it informative and thought-provoking. If you have any thoughts or questions about the topics discussed in this video, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest content. See you in the next one.